Majestic, what do you got? Where do you guys see? Where do you see? Where do you guys? Where do you think it? Where would you, if you guys could pick right now between the major companies? Even I'm even throwing in,
Man,
I'm even throwing overseas in Japan there too. You guys can go somewhere. Where would you guys? Where would you guys want to go?
Because I'm sure you figured out by his reaction, he's an AEW guy. That's where he wants
Oh,
to see y'all. He's Mr. All Elite.
100%.
Nick, you need to start giving us a percentage of that money TK's giving you for
Listen,
promoting and shilling so hard. But
listen. I'll say it here. We all know where the New Day is going. We all know where the Motor City Machine Guns are going. Give me Royal Prestige versus the New Day. Give me Royal Prestige versus Motor City Machine Guns. Give me Royal Prestige versus Cajun Cope. Come on now. Come
let's
on
do it.
now.
It'll cook.
Like, sorry, listen, WWE great and all.
The
You
Don
can't. You
Callis
don't.
family, they got teams too. You know, hey,
Kenosuke
Kyle
Takeshita.
O'Reilly, Takesta. You know,
Well, he's not in the Don
yeah,
yeah,
Callis.
he
but
just left.
It
as
don't
far as
matter.
him being him, he was
Yeah.
involved with it. Right.
Yeah.
So again, the question goes back to you. Where would you want to see? Like where? If like obviously, we said it. We did a dynamite watch along. Me, JJ, and Walter. And I said it. You don't want to burn your bridges, right? There's
Yeah, you always want to keep all options on the table, all
always,
cards on the table. So
but if you could, if you
you
if you
got the pen.
wanted
Are you
to,
booking
yeah.
yourself for All In, or are you booking yourself for WrestleMania?
Oh,
But see, with that, you got your pros and cons of both. You know,
Exactly.
it depends on what you looking to do. You know, you trying to put on the show, you trying to put on the great wrestling match. So it's like one of those things. You trying to create a memory, or like it's. But me and him go back and forth on our opinions and differences and likes and dislikes and what we agree on, don't agree on. Because again, I will wrestle for any one of those companies that you name: New Japan, TNA,
yeah,
WWE, AEW, NWA, all
yeah.
those companies. But based off of me being a kid, I was always like a WWE guy. Like that was
Yeah.
my, because that was my first exposure to wrestling. Is that nothing wrong with all elite wrestling? I love all elite wrestling, but if that would be something I would like to shoot. Now I wouldn't shoot down all elite wrestling by no means. And it's not a
Yeah.
diss to them because I love
No,
all,
no, no,
but it
no.
just
For
far
sure
as
not.
like for me, like as a kid, it's like man, like you always want that WrestleMania moment. But again, lately, AEW been cooking too. They're all in moments too now. It's just
Yeah. No, hundred
you
The
know,
percent.
problem
Right.
is the problem is we need to wait like 10 to 15 years for the next generation because our generation and the people grown now always want to be their main dream when you become a wrestler is WWE and WrestleMania because AEW didn't exist. So
right, right.
now with the
100%.
kids now, you got to ask them in 10, 15 years what was their dream and you might hear All In, you might
You
hear
might.
AEW, but before they was WWE was the only game in town after WCW went out. So everybody would say they
Well,
wanted their WrestleMania moment.
to kind of counter that, Will Ospreay always said he never wanted a WrestleMania moment. He wanted TNA because he grew up watching AJ Styles and
Styles,
Christopher
yeah,
Daniels and Samoa Joe and Chris Sabin. Like he wanted those Bound for Glory Slammiversary moments.
yeah.
Will Ospreay came up in that era where TNA was hot. So you've got some
Me
people
too.
in this generation,
Yeah.
that might look for like a TNA instead of a WWE. Personally, and I know there's been some stories going around about TNA lately, but I think that's probably where you guys would thrive right now because they need young guys that they can throw the company on their back. Their tag division is struggling. You've got guys like the Hardys that are trying to anchor the division. And I love Matt and Jeff, but let's be real, they're a little past their prime,
Yeah, absolutely. I
you
agree.
know? So they need some young guys that they can throw that division on their back and take it to those heights that they had with America's Most Wanted, the Machine
Mm-hmm.
Guns, Beer Money, Team 3D when they had that run there in like 2010.
Mm-hmm.
They need those teams.
Yeah.
And I was telling Nick, the fact that they do short term deals right now is a godsend for a young team like y'all
Right.
because come 6 months, you may have eyes from AEW or WWE that's looking to
Yeah.
bring you up, and you're not tied down to some 3 to 5 year deal. and you still keep working the indies on the downtime because they only do 1 or 2 days a month. They're pay per view and maybe 1 or 2 days of tapings.
Yep.
So 3 out of 30 days you're booked with TNA. The other 27, you're able to still work Symphony or work, whatever, CWA, whatever other companies you're trying to work, whether it's in Tennessee or the surrounding areas or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
you're
think
right.
the
You're
TNA
right.
would
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
for a team like
absolutely.
y'all right now.
And that's how I always looked at it. When I look at like promotions, like everybody always asks a question. I just tell them, just wherever I can get a good deal, and it's not no BS. But like I like working the indies. I like traveling. I like going across the world. Like I don't want to just be bound to one place, especially if I'm not able to wrestle all the time. Like I can't be in a locker room and not wrestle. It grinds my teeth. Like I gotta be on the show.